AI women. Forget that. If y'all can make the real thing, it don't talk back, it don't say nothing, it command, it cook, it clean. Bro,
I'd rather be at war with that person, but be at peace
with myself. Facts.
Welcome back to the Rubasha Family Podcast. We're here for a very special episode. We've got a special guest, guys. We're here with brother Niva.
Man, you know who it is. You know what's going on. Big Niva in the house. You know what I'm saying? So what we doing, man? We're discussing some topics today. All right, so number one, we got Ksoo, Mr. Ksoo's dad, snitching. So the story with Ksoo is a famous rapper. Friend of a famous rapper, Young and Ace, popular Jacksonville, Florida rapper. So this guy has a gang member father, right? Mm-hmm. His dad was in the streets. His dad was named Blue. He was in the streets in Florida. Whoop-de-bam, gangster nigga, has a big name, did time, raised his kids to be gangsters. Now, one of his sons gets out of jail one day, mm-hmm. and they're driving around. They just come back from a show, like a rap TV show. They're driving around. So imagine like me. Imagine I just come out of jail, right? I just did like 10 years. And dad comes, picks me up, and he's like, yo, son, I want you to be in the streets and I want you to be a rapper. He takes me to a show, come back from that show, and imagine some guy comes and shoots our whip up, right? It's me, Pops, in the whip. Shoots it up. I get hit in the head, I die. Pops get hits in the back, he barely survives, and then, other people get smoked, whatever. And then you decide, right? You be Ksoo. You decide, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go get some get back for my pops and for my brother. And
wait, so Ksoo, his dad died.
No. His dad got hit up.
His dad got hit up.
But his brother died.
Oh, his brother.
Yeah, his brother died.
Brother died.
His older brother died.
His older brother.
Yeah, his older brother. That was his older brother.
They killed him.
Why? Yeah, they did a drive-by.
Why?
Just ops, like they in some gang shit, gang beef. Mm. Yeah, they're in a gang beef with and it's televised, so everyone knows who the other gang was, because they make rap songs about each other and shit. Mm. So one of the guys went on a rap song and he's like, "Yeah, I did that shit." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they go and get back on the guy. Ksoo catches the guy, smokes the guy. They get away with the murder. Oh, they think they get away with the murder. And then the getaway driver gets arrested, and because he killed someone. The getaway driver killed someone through like a hit and run or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "Yo, man, I can give you some information." And they're like, "All right." And then so he gave up Ksoo's dad. He's like, "Yo, Ksoo's dad was involved in this. Ksoo's dad told us to go and do this." So they go and pick up Ksoo's dad. And this nigga says, "Man, it was my son. I seen him do it. I know what tracksuit he was wearing. I know where he was that day. I can give you all the information about him. And on top of that, I'm going to give you information about another murder that he did." And he went to court. This man went to court, faced his own son on the stand. Told on his son, bro. Now his son's looking at the death penalty, because two first-degree murder charges in the state of Florida. That's the death penalty. And the streets are done, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. When your dad starts telling, it's over with, man. Y'all kids need to get out the streets. Get out the streets. You feel me? What you doing in that situation?
For me, there's mistakes all over this. I would snitch. I understand the dad, because, like, number one, you should know your dad would have reacted like that.
His dad's a gangster, though.
No, but listen, this is what I'm saying. You got to know who's around your circle. You got to be careful with what you do. That's therefore why did they have to involve the dad? They could have left the dad out. Okay, let me not bring it back to my family. Like, my family's got nothing to do with it. It's like, okay, if the dad sent you and you still called him, that's your fault. for still calling him because he's a rat. He was gonna snitch anyway.
And on top of that, they just finding out now that his dad been snitching. He was an undercover informant. So even when he was in the streets, when he was doing some gangster shit,
So
the nigga still snitching. You know
the dad picked up the phone and he's looked at it. He's like, all right, 2-in-1. Like when he went and he did, he's like, it's a 2-in situation. They can get back for my son that died, and also if he gets caught, I can give him up. I've done this before, so I get 2-in-1. I'll still get away with it.
So he plays. Oh, so you saying he planned this the whole? Yo, hey, you might be right though, bro. I never thought. Yeah, he might have been on some. Yeah, all right, cool. You go get the get back, because I know you will crash out, and I know it's probably gonna come back to me. It's cool. My backup plan is I'm gonna snitch on you, and I got another murder I'm gonna put on you to make sure that I ain't even gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because now all he has to do, he was looking at, because he was an accessory, so he was looking at like a 50 piece or like 30 to 50. Now, because he gave an extra murder, you know what I'm saying?
So what was his role in the crime?
Bro, but that's the thing. He didn't have to snitch though, because he didn't know what was going on. So So what happened is,
surely he would.
So what happened is, so they did the hit, right? They did the hit. So Ksoo and his boy Scotty, right? And then the driver, they do the hit. They get back in the whip. They're driving around. Then they start getting chased by a police officer. So they're getting chased by a police officer, and then this clown driver crashes the whip in like a suburban neighborhood, in like a white suburban neighborhood. Mistakes all over this, right? And so when they crash in the suburban neighborhood, they run into like they run into a house, but there's a white lady in there. You know, she just come out the shower. So they were like, you know, and she's like, they grab her, they tie her up, and then they cover their faces. And then, but Ksoo went back, but Ksoo, he ran, like he managed to get away. He managed to run, and I guess he probably must have robbed someone, took a car or whatever, I don't know. But he gets back to the hood, and he calls his dad. He's like, hey, yo, go pick up Scotty and the driver, right? So that's when his dad came.
So they were in a rush calling the dad to come pick them up.
Yeah, he was like, go pick up Scotty and Thing. They there, but he didn't tell his dad what they was picking them up for. He just said, yo, go pick them up. They whoop-de-woo. And the dad came, picked them up, and they got away, but it's because the driver, he got caught on some different stuff.
Like, imagine if your dad called, like you called dad and like, dad, just come, he would come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, of course, if they told him and he came, you know, that's the truth to be told.
Yeah. So
to understand.
So you think it's valid?
I think So he didn't even know. So then it happened, and then he was like, "What?" And then he's like, "Okay, they got like my son. It doesn't bring anything back, but well, if anything comes to me, I'll just snitch." Fine.
Damn, yo, you're right. I think you're right, bro. I think he was thinking in himself, yo, man, like this is, because they told him like in court, right? The prosecutor was like, why did you agree to to testify on your son? And he goes, hey, man, listen, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like, bro, I got 10 kids out here. I'm trying to go see my kids. I'm not trying to do all that time in jail. And then that's when they told him, but is it true you've been an informant your whole life? And he goes, yeah, I have. And that's when Ksoo it was just messed up, because he's looking at court, because he looked up to his pups, you know what I'm saying? He's like, this is the gangster that raised me. So he just looking up to this guy. He's like, yo, this whole time it was a rat. You was a rat. You been telling. You planned on telling on me. And it's just a messed up story, man, all around.
So his dad just straight up in court testified in front of the jury, everything.
He had testified to his face, nigga.
And he said that he did it
to his face. He had to look him in his face, because that's what happens in court when you testify. You got to look at the guy in the face. You got to point him out. They're like, who is? They got to make sure you testified. So they're like, who? You know, they'll be like, yo, so Sujira, can you point out the guy that you're testifying on today? And like, yep. And it's like, how do you know him? It's like, yeah, that's my dad. Like, you have to say all of that. Crazy, twin.
That's so crazy.
Crazy, gang. But yeah, man, moral of the story, man. Don't do crimes and involve your parents, bro, because they're more than likely going to tell on you.
Bro, it makes sense. What am I going to go do? Gonna go take away time from my son? That was his action. That was his fault. Why did he call him?
Even if you taught your son how to,
I'd snitch
even if you
too.
taught your son how to do that,
I'd snitch. Yes, I'd
I
snitch.
can. I don't think I can snitch on my son.
Because
I ain't gonna
like
lie.
you're making sloppy mistakes now. Don't call me for a sloppy crime that now you involved me and you guys were so incompetent. Like that's what I'm saying. Even the mafia, you know, in the mafia, like snitching is forbidden too. But even for them, that's what they say. See, that's why we don't do business like that. Like, or we don't like you can't, bro. You if you do a job, you have to get the mission done.
Do it, yeah. No sloppy shit. Like, why was y'all
And then
crashing
you're
the car in the
involving
first
me.
place?
You're involving me now. Now I got to come in, and now you're telling me to go do time for what you did. I don't want to be around men my whole life. You're telling me, you know, being not around women. Like,
I'm
nah,
60
bro.
years old in
I'm
jail,
60.
man.
Like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
doing
a
this.
die. I'm a die in that bitch.
Like, he's like, nah. You see, how, bro, dads don't dads don't care. Like, a mum would do the time for her son. A mum doesn't care.
Yeah, yo.
A mum wouldn't care. A mum would do time. Bro, a dad, he's like, bro,
Yeah.
what? Like, you're a grown man, bro.
Yeah.
You like.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, me personally, I don't think I can snitch on my son, but shit.
So
I
you
mean,
would go and do the time.
if I put my son on, yeah, I'd have to. If I put him on that life,
You're brave, bro. I could never.
bro, I'm a solid nigga, man. I'm a solid nigga, man.
You're brave.
I'm solid, man. I'm gonna do the time. I'm gonna have to. But anyways, man, moving on. What's the other topic? Oh yeah, so 50% of Gen Alpha, which is I think it's Gen Alpha. That's the like the 12-year-olds. I think it's like 10 to whatever. It's whatever. Gen Alpha, little niggas, but 50% of them want to be content creators, and they don't even want to go to university. So hold on, let's deep that shit for a second, bro. Like let's let that sink in, bro. So 50% of the future population want to become content creators. So what does that mean for the world now?
New industries. New jobs will be created. Now you can go and pay someone $80,000 to make social media content. Like I've seen like job sites and even things I was looking at, like, you know, even getting a job, and there's jobs where you just get paid to do social media shit, like $80,000 a year, $100K a year.
Right.
And like you're telling me I could do something that I do for free and a company would pay me 180 racks, 130 racks to do that?
Yeah. I mean, that's facts, gang, but like
If you love it.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact. That's the positive, but gang, like 50% of the world, like so what? 5 billion people all want to do the same thing in the same. Don't you think that's like first of all, that's an oversaturation in the industry and in the market. And then what happens to the other side of the world? Because this world wasn't built on social media, right? It wasn't built on social media. It was built on tradesmen. It was built on plumbers. It was built on builders, on concreters. It was built on men who want to put work in. You feel me? It was built on two household families that want to create and build, which essentially built society. So now when you have this generation that's saying, yo, man, fuck marriage, fuck kids, I just want to be a content creator. I mean, the future, I mean, I don't know how bright the future might be looking, man. Like,
I just think it's also like the new trades. Like you don't have to go and do 4 years at university. You can, you know, like the same as the trading jobs. Like you can just go in and be a tradie. Like those guys at 16, they just went out of school. So that's what the new social media is. You can do that now. Don't have to go to school. You know what you want. You want to make money. Boom. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to make the economy go. And yes, there is a shortage of that, and that's why these companies. Why do you think they bring immigrants? Why do you think
that's why they
politics
bring
plays
immigrants,
in
yeah.
this thing? Because people don't want to do those jobs anymore. But we need those jobs. And like those kids who would go out of school, like they make good money in those jobs. Like those kids even now, they make good money. It's what they've done with their life. Like it's a boring business, but they make money. That's why they're in those things, but they have money. You just don't see them.
You don't see them, yeah.
So
what do you think I mean, what do you think of going to uni in like 2020, what are we, 2025, 26?
like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, like some people just want to even just go to learn, or a lot of people go because they're followers maybe, or because that's what society.
That's what their parents want them to do, type shit. Yeah.
Or just like the life, you know, you're told about it. So yeah, it's a very good psyop, you know.
Yeah. I just feel like my whole thing with university is, or college, it's like, I respect the ones who go there to get like a skilled degree. You understand what I'm saying? So people who go to university, because at the end of the day, bro, if if you're gonna perform heart surgery on me, please tell me you went to university. You know what I'm saying? Please tell me you graduated as a doctor and you went to university. If I'm gonna be driving my whip on a highway, on a motorway, please tell me the engineer that built this road went to university. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me this guy learned to do this stuff on YouTube. Don't tell me my doctor learned to. When I go to court and I'm presenting a case, like, please tell me my guy graduated with flying colors from the bachelor law of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me this guy went on YouTube or learned to be a lawyer in jail. I'm not trying to deal with that. But I just think that the majority of kids of the university and college populace, it's just kids who they really, as you said, they're doing it because they're sheep, and they're doing it because, I guess it makes their parents proud or whatever. They finish that, and then they realize that this shit really didn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be successful. Like, I still have to bust my ass. I still have to learn how to sell, because life is all a game of selling. You got to learn how to sell yourself. You got to sell a service. You got to sell a business. You got to sell a product. And then you got to market yourself. You got to market your business. You got to market the product. And I think those are the two most important fundamental skills that, even if you don't go to school, I think you'll be straight. As long as you know how to sell yourself, you know how to articulate yourself, you know how to communicate, and then you also know how to market yourself, you know how to network. I think you're straight.
Yeah, and I've seen it, like, that's what I'm saying. I can't do that. I've seen guys who they just go to university because their dad maybe tells them, like, go to university. So you're doing things not because you want to do it, but just to impress the person you love so much. And that's what I was thinking. I'd rather be at war with that person, but be at peace with myself.
Facts.
I'd rather be at war with that person and say, if my dad tells me to go to uni and I don't want to go and spend 4 years and doing something, look, I'm not saying university is bad. Like, you can go there. That's great. You can get educated. You can learn. But me, I just rather be in the field and learn it and do it like that. There's no right or wrong. You can get so many great things at university, apply it to business, and run a successful business.
Yeah, exactly.
Many successful people who, because they, but they just came in as owners, right? So you'll go to law. Like I told my cousin, you want to go study and be a lawyer. Yeah. Great. But when you come out, own the law firm. Don't just be the employee. So it's like, you go to university, you get the grades. Like, I see it, like, yes, get the law firm, but you own it. You employ your people. You have that freedom. You escape the matrix. So the university is great, but to just do it just to appease your father or mother, like, I'd rather be at war with my parents than be at war with myself. I don't follow what I want to do, and they can suffer the repercussions, but I'm living my life.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And I'll just touch on that by saying, I think that university is definitely amazing. If you want to live a regular life, I say go to university. If you want to be a normal dude, right? Like, people want to be average. There's nothing wrong with being, like, if you want to be average, be average. But I say go to university, because then being average, going to university and working in like a university environment is better than being average and then working in like them construction environments. You feel me? Because I've worked in the thing with me is, see, I didn't go to university, so I've had to work in those like those construction laborers type of environments. You see what I'm saying? And those environments, those environments are great when you just want to make some money, make a quick move and jump out of there if you're a hustler. But if you're someone that wants to stay there for like 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you want to be in there, man, those are hard industries, man. You're in there with, people with low IQ. You're in there with people, ex-prisoners, ex-cons. You see what I'm saying? You're in there with crackheads and ice heads. And you don't want to spend, 10, 15 years of your life trapped with those type of people. So if you want to be in an average life and you say, hey, listen, man, this millionaire life's not for me. Being a boss is not for me. Calling the shots is not for me. Running my own thing is not for me. I'd rather just be a product of the matrix, but I'm happy with that. Let me just get paid my minimum wage or my max, whatever, get capped, then go to the university. Because at least university, you're going to have better options for the 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? Like, at least if you got a little degree or something like that, And then the other thing you got to remember is we come from third world countries. In the third world countries, you need the college education. You know what I'm saying? You need the university education because there it's a whole different system. There's no fair capitalism there. You see, here it's like, man, I'm self-made. I could be homeless tomorrow, wake up today. I could be homeless today, wake up tomorrow, be a millionaire just because based off the opportunity, based off the government, based off the entrepreneurship. Africa doesn't really work that way. To even get into certain rooms in Africa, they want to see your education, your qualification. So I think it just depends on you, depends on your situation, depends on, where you live and where you want to go in life and the opportunities that are in front of you.
Like, but that's also a little bit about what's changed. Like, it's a much different era now. Like,
you think in Africa it's still it's the same? You think they still?
There's even a greater opportunity because they don't need. They forgo what that you go to university to be in those rooms, but those rooms are shit money. For example, like my girl, like she studied to be an accountant, bro. Like it's dead. Like boring. It's there, and then the salary's not even that much anyway. So
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
all that, and then the salary's not even that high.
No, it's calm, but it's capped.
It's capped. Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas someone in Kenya who has no experience, who's from the slums, can become wealthy, can become a millionaire. They can start. Bro, do you know all those people, the economy, America, where do they go? They websites, they want services, they go to those Upwork, those sites. There's
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how many Kenyans out there, they have like 10, 15 clients. Maybe they all pay them like, let's say $400, $500,
Yeah.
And those people, they're simple. They just want a specific result.
Yeah.
So like, it's even a greater time now more than
you're right. Yeah. Definitely right. To be your own boss. And I think in this generation as well, this is the final, I truly and genuinely believe this, right? I believe there was like opportunities that happened in life, especially in the past century, in this 19th century. So I think opportunity was the housing in the early time, and then it was stocks that had a wave, and then it was gold that had a big wave, like for the early adopter sort of thing, and then it was I think it was the internet, the early internet adopted. That was a wave that if you caught on early. And then just more recently, it was like the medicinal cannabis, the ones who caught on early, they become rich. And I think the final wave, I just don't see another wave going, like once that is, like, I think the final wave is like social media AI. This is, especially AI coming in now, this is the final chance I think motherfuckers really have a chance to get rich. Like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? What else? Like, what else is there going to be? Because once these robots come into play, bro, the world's getting locked off, bro. You feel me? We going into them. What's that movie with the, them Hunter Games things? Oh, no. Them ones where it's just like, okay, cool. It's just wealthy niggas and peasants. There's no middle class. Like, if you ain't got a bag, bro, if you don't come from a legacy and a generation, bro, you are living, and we can see it in the economy right now. You think I'm lying? Just look around you, bro. The middle class is slowly disappearing. Like every year, the middle class just going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Australia, a country that never had hoods, now it's got hoods. Now it's got lower social economic places. You know what I'm saying? So I just think this is it. Like, this is it, bro. If you don't get a bag in the next 10 years, but 15 years to be generous. It's wraps, bro.
I was at a job, and you talk to people online, like chat. And, you're talking to people. Me, I was always like talking really nice, like flirting with women, talking to people, just really cool, just my personality, but typing, right? And you build.
Who are you talking to them about?
Just discreet. I don't want to, go into further details just in case. But basically talking to people online.
Yeah, what you mean discreet, bro? What was he talking about?
Nah, just in case. Like someone can have like a, disclosure, when you work for someone. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But basically you're talking to people online. That's the job. So you're talking to people online. You're talking to people online, and then one day I looked around, like everyone's just typing, like like you just look around, bro, everyone's just like typing, like like in the
like a call center type shit.
Yeah, in the call center.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just.
Yeah. Cool.
It's like, you know, those rat in those labs. So anyway, so everyone's just like typing, and then I look around and I was like, I was like, what's to stop an AI not like doing this job?
Facts.
Like I was like, couldn't an AI just be doing what I'm doing? Like, why is someone gonna pay all this money? Like, do you know how much I'm earning an hour? Like, because I see how they're making money, so I'm like, wow, this is incredibly lucrative.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's why I would have the same thing. I'd have people 24/7.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, like, so I was like, and then they were like, yeah. There was one guy who's like, yeah. I was like, what do you mean? Because I said it like out loud, you know? And then he was like, yeah, they're testing one right now. It's really
with AI?
Yeah, he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, in that corner over there, they're doing like an AI testing program where we're gonna get one of us to go and type. And I'm like, bro, can't you see what's happening? It's like those farms, like you know how the scientists they come in, they're training the AI to copy him. He doesn't realize that's what they're gonna replace you with.
Yeah.
So, but he's going, yeah. Okay, so they tell you what to type, like, yes, say this, play. So the AI can learn it, but like,
Yeah, nah, that's so.
Well, people are just in the,
they don't know what's going on. Like I was at and watch how this story correlates with your story. So I was at McD's the other way. I'm in the drive-thru, right? So I come through and I make the order. I say, listen, because you know me, I'm very specific, bro. Like I like my patties. I always steam bun, double quarter pounder, and don't give me no fucking cold fries, bro. Like don't give me no cold fries. Like, come on, that's disrespectful.
Wait, why did they give cold fries?
Because they just give what's there. Yeah, they because they just put what's there, and when you don't check your shit, sometimes you get cold fries.
I've always loved McDonald's. They've built a good reputation with me. I've never received cold fries. That's
maybe you're not as regular as me, but I go there regularly on cheat days. So anyway, I pull up to the drive-thru, right? I've said what I've needed to say, right? As I'm coming to the window, bro, the girl, you know what the girl's doing? She's like this. On Snapchat, right? This girl's on Snapchat at work. Cool. Already I knew. I was like, all right, watch this. She definitely done fucked up my order because I know you ain't paying attention. So then I come get my order. It's cold fries. She didn't use the steam bun. I give it back to her. I'm like, yo, hey, listen, hey, miss, what's going on? Like, I said this. Now she want to start arguing with me. Now she was like, oh, no, yeah, but, you know, it's just the fries are just how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. Or, you know, just wait. Okay, can you just go and park there? Now they're inconveniencing me. Now I got to go park there for 10, 15 minutes. And then as I'm sitting in the whip right that day, I'm just like, I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, yo, why would you deal with this shit when you can just get a robot to replace this? Imagine if that was an AI. I would have came through the drive-thru. Hey, Siri, hook it up. Don't do this. Excuse me, sir. So was that confirmation? You don't want the steam bun plus the 2 buns? You want extra fries, sir? Did you want the 100 degrees or 80 degrees? How hot do you want the fries? 80 degrees. Okay, sir. Processing the requirement came through. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That would have been a 10th.
Could you try again?
Oh, Siri actually think I'm talking to Siri.
You see?
See this shit? Nah, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Chill out.
Yo, but like that's actually crazy. I think you're right. They can replace. I would be happy with a robot thing. Give me my McDonald's. Like I don't need a human. Like and McDonald's have systemized their business so well.
Yeah.
They've built such an operations. I think they're probably even already thinking
about because they got the machines now. They got the AI.
And also they can have extra mad security because now it'll be robots. So if anyone tries to rob the McDonald's, like they'll just get killed because it's like some AI, like because he's.
Nah, they'll just hire. This is what they'll do. This I'm predicting this shit. And come back to this podcast,
what
bro.
What do you need a human
Hey,
for?
come back to this podcast.
What is your order?
I'm telling you,
McDonald's fries,
bro.
Okay,
they're gonna have
the
one.
robot goes, picks up the fries, puts it in the thing, bro.
They're gonna have one manager, just one human, managing the shit, and then the only other people you're gonna see is maybe human security. This is where security is gonna come and think, because you know broke niggas gonna start coming, trying to get food, and that's it. That's what they're gonna pay. They're gonna hire a security company and one manager in between.
That's true. Think about how much they save on wages now.
How much money? How much convenience are you gonna have? How much? And then every time you come through, and then what happens every time you pull up? Every single pull up to any McDonald's right now, at this time, what they gonna tell you? Oh, the ice cream machine. Oh, we need the ice cream machine. So I spoke to one of the McDonald's dudes one time, right? And I was like, why is it every time I come through, your ice cream machine always broken when it's late? Like, come on, gang. Like, what's the deal? And he goes, look, man, I'll be honest with you. People just don't. It's a long day, and people just don't want to clean it. Like, people don't want to clean it and reset it because it takes too long and too much time. So we just like to turn it off.
That makes sense. I've been to McDonald's. Like, I never had a bad experience with cold fries per se. Like, what that story, but that freezer, I've experienced that.
Yeah.
Where it's out of.
So what robot's ever gonna tell you that shit?
Exactly.
What AI will ever tell you? Oh yeah, sorry, I've had a long day, sir. Man, y'all been.
Bro, industries, makeup artists. You think makeup?
Telling you, gang.
You think those long days? Yes, the makeup artists who will be like who have personal brands, they will always be there. They can even have AI. They can control the AI to do the makeup for the shorties.
Yeah.
They give their intellectual property to the AI.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned. Go in and just serve. I don't have to pay a makeup artist unless you have a personal brand and you can bring me 100,000 more customers. All right, cool. You're the best makeup brand. You have a personal brand. But if you're just a regular working 9 to 5 makeup artist, you will be replaced with an AI.
And then that's
just do that shit, bro. They just the makeup artist, the designer, the prompter, that's the one who gets,
Yeah.
Apart from that.
And that's where, just to finish up on this before we move on to the next, and that's where I think this all ties back into what I said before. 50% of Gen Z. So that means 50% of the world, right, are gonna become what? Y'all become slaves.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be a plantation civilization.
Well, like, it depends.
It's gonna be plantation, because think about it. Ain't no work at McD's. AI got that bitch. Ain't no work at Woolies and whatever. They gonna have them AI robots. Bro, just think of every job right now.
Even Woolies, bro. What the hell do I need people for?
That's what I'm saying.
They can go and pick up the mangoes.
That's what I'm saying.
If I ask them, where's the noodles, the guy's gonna be like, and he'll even take me there. This guy will be like, it's over there. And I'll be like, oh, okay. They're already doing self-checkout.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So they get it. That's what I'm saying. So all these dudes are going to be unemployed. And because they don't have any skill sets, so what can you do in this world, bro? This is where they're going to start trafficking people. People are going to be, y'all think OnlyFans is crazy, bro. Wait till they start doing OnlyFans to pay rent. You're going to have to send your kids for some OnlyFans island or some shit to pay. Because I'm telling you, the way I'm looking at the world right now, people are not switching on and clocking it. Bro,
I think we just clocked it right now.
Time's up,
McDonald's, Woolworths, they're already planning this, bro. Do you know these guys are already planning it?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It makes sense. Woolworths, same thing. If we
they got the AI. You seen the robot in Woolworths? You ever seen it?
Yeah, kind of.
Nah, there's a big thing that goes like this. You never seen that robot that walks around?
No, I haven't seen
bro. Man, go to your local Woolworths.
Think about it. Let's say even if you have to pay, let's say for all this technology, let's say you have to pay 100,000 or 200,000. You would rather pay that than what you're paying with those wages. You're spending way more. So you can like spend even a mil on the AI infrastructure, but like now your gross revenue is like.
And you don't have to worry about sex assault cases. You don't have to worry about people defamation, people suing the company because they got this and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. None of that. Workers' comp, paying people extra levies, superannuation, all this overtime. Overtime gonna be the game changer.
Bro, the AI doesn't sleep. So which overtime?
What overtime?
You don't have to pay overtime hours.
You don't even have to pay the robot, gang. You just gotta make sure you go Wi-Fi so the shit works. You just pay the Wi-Fi bill, the $23.99 a month Wi-Fi.
And then the person who wins is the person who knew how to create that whole system.
To create the system, yeah. And that's when
they'll just give that person like, we'll just do business. We'll give you 1 million, 5 million, 8 million, 10 million for some companies is nothing.
But everything, I'm glad this is content. You know what? My brother told me, he said, I never really liked this content stuff. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I never really liked this content stuff. But there was one thing that I seen and I got mad jealous of, is that you got on camera like 6 years ago or some shit, right? And he basically said, because this he like, yeah, man, well, in XYZ in X amount of time, everyone's gonna be wanting to be on YouTube and everyone's gonna wanting to be on social media and blah blah blah. And at the time, I was like, this is goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? Like people listen to that, but then you look at it now, it's like, yo, bro, spoken to existence. But the thing is, it's gangster because you have it on camera. You know what I'm saying? So now it's proof that, see, because I can say I felt that way. I can say I felt that way too. But there's no, where's the proof to make you look like a prophet? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm on camera now and I'm saying this stuff, because 10 years from now, we're going to come back to this. And we're going to see who the prophets were. But I'm going to get, so AI women. So y'all think this is silly. But when I was working at, when I was doing offsiding in Brisbane, I was working on my job, right? So I was doing this offsiding job. The truck backs in, you know, some heavy lifting shit. It was pay good money, but some shit is like a workout, like an 8-hour workout. Anyway, you lift heavy boxes and shit. So anyway, the big black man, they put me in the back, got me doing the extra slave shit. I'm picking these boxes out, and then I get this long box one day. Like it looks like a coffin type shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Heavy. So I called up one of my mans, like, yo, come help me scoop this up. We picked it up. And then as we flip it around, because we got to flip it around to put it on the conveyor belt, we see on the thing that it was a doll, like a wife doll, a life-size wife doll. This guy had ordered, right? And we all came around and everyone was kind of like, yo, this guy's a loser and all this shit. Like, yo, this guy's actually ordering a doll. And when you think about the relationships, everything going on now, everything, what do you think the world is putting out, like the message to women? Like they're negative, right? Like majority. I'm not saying everyone, majority. It's like, oh, women are this, women are that. They expect too much, they man too much. Bro, I think dudes is ready to say, hey, listen, forget that. If y'all can make the real thing, they don't talk back, they don't say nothing, it command, it cook, it clean, fuck it. Like, bro, what you think of that though?
I think like on that point, it's true. Like if I can deal with something that doesn't talk back to me, I don't have to experience those situations I told you about. But like, the reason why that's actually happening and that's true is because a lot of guys also don't have a game, and they don't, even now more than ever, they're disconnected. They don't want to go and approach a woman.
Yeah, man.
So, like, if you don't have game, and most men are probably not in shape, and just, like those Woolies workers who AIs also could replace that. But let's say you're a guy and you just have a job, you just have a simple life, they'll do that.
And these women, they're really demanding now. So if you notice how girls now, have you noticed their expectations?
Even the AI robot could be cheaper. You save so much money.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, again, for me personally, I'm a people person, so
yeah, I couldn't do it.
But for the regular person and whoever comes up with that company, that's actually a company you can speak into existence. That sells that. There's company.
Gang, it's already in. I checked it out. I will send it to you on Instagram. I don't know why I haven't sent this to you yet. But China is already at the stage. They're at the stage already where they've got the face 100%.
So it looks real.
The face looks real. Nigga, the face looks real. It looks real.
I wonder the thing.
It looks real. So the face looks real. The waist looks real. You know what I'm saying? The arms look real. The only thing they're trying to get is they're trying to get the pum-pum because they're trying to get it so it actually feels realistic. And then they're trying to get like the inside of the mouth. And then they're also trying to get the titties. Like they don't know how to get the titties.
Bro, if they did that, like if I was an average human being, like if I was in Rubasha, I could do that. If I was someone who couldn't get women at all, like let's say if I'm useless and I didn't have the natural gas of give, I would do that.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Makes a lot of sense.
That's what I was thinking. But think of where that leaves. Think of where that leaves women though. That's gonna change the game on its head though. That's gonna flip the game upside down.
Well, but can the women also get an AI man?
But it'll never work for them. It'll never work for them, bro. Women are emotional, gang. Come on, bro. They're emotional beings. Imagine a robot pulling up on a woman, bro. Hell no. Hell no.
It will like dysfunction. It will like break. It will break. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that, man. I was gonna say that, but I was gonna say
women dealing with women is not easy.
Bro, yeah,
the robot will break. Like the woman will give it a response. The robot will think,
error, malfunctioning error.
No, it doesn't. The robot won't. Like a man, simple. Like a woman, bro. A woman robot for a man is so easy, bro. Just do
Yeah,
this,
no,
give us some prompts,
yeah.
give the guy top.
Yeah, just top. Give me top at this time.
Are you kidding me?
Just cook, clean, top, make the bed, shower. That's it. And then it's just a cycle of prompts, and then you automate it.
I could live like that too.
Just that's what I'm saying.
Whenever you want top, you just go.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying all these losers.
You could just go in and just press top.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying all these losers. You talking about all these guys who don't get it. I'm trying to, fam. Are you like? Okay, I know you got a shorty, so you don't have to comment on this, but
Yo, that's great.
bro, if you could get like, let's just say, if you could get like a Nicki Minaj gang, like a robot clone,
Like Nicki Minaj.
that look like, or Kim, nigga, you wouldn't buy that? Keep it real, bro. Just keep it 100, bro. Like, keep it real right now.
But do men need that emotional, like?
No, nigga, we're not buying it for the emotion. Fam.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, this is someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. Don't you want like a soulmate, someone that you know?
But that's why you just get the dog. What do they say? A man and a dog is inseparable.
So you have a dog, and then you have an AI woman.
And then you get your AI woman, fam. So, you know the guys...
The AI woman can learn to become emotional and stuff, right? They can learn those prompts, like...
But that's... Yeah, but if you teach them, you just teach them
that. A man, he just wants you to be... He wants to be heard.
Yeah.
So, see, also, a lot of women, they're going to be left out of the market because a man just wants to be heard. He's very simple. He just wants to be heard, like...
Bro, now that I think about it...
An AI can do all of that, and...
Bro, now that I think about it, nah, dudes are gonna fall in love with them.
He'd fall in love
because how many dudes have you seen? To me, this is the same thing. How many dudes have you seen who've just like there's guys out there? Remember in high school and stuff like that who fell in love with some girl and she was fake. You know, like they were getting catfished. They got catfished by like some Julian. They fell in love. They were ready to get married. Whole time it wasn't even a real person. So that means you never had a real human connection for you to. Yeah. Fall in love. You never even touched her.
Yeah. Or you see a lot of those guys. They go like they'll hire a prostitute and they'll just talk to them.
Yeah, companion.
They'll just talk to them. Like
companionship.
Pay them just to be there.
Companionship.
They'll talk to them. Or so like that's why that happens. You know, men like they just feel they want to talk because the average person or like because of society, they don't give space for the men to do that. Yeah. So, bro, an AI would be perfect. An AI would be prompted so well to do everything that he wants. And that's why you see them get with gay guys or they get with the trans something else because it's like this person feels me, they talk to me, and you'll see it's like straight, but in behind the closet, they're maybe doing something that, you know, they would never be open about. It could be a trans person, it could be a gay person, it could be whoever. Because it's like this person gets me. They understand. They feel. Yeah. They don't feel ashamed to be with the person. You know, they're not open about it because
Boom. So you gonna get your little AI side piece? Is that cheating though? If I get married and I tell my wife, "Hey, listen, I got an AI side piece, but she's not a real woman," though, is that cheating though?
That's a very good question. Imagine
does that count as cheating?
If an AI team. But like imagine if it's real and like imagine it gives you top like
yeah, cause then you don't have to leave your gang. Then you don't have to leave your wife. You know how these guys they get to an old age and they're like, oh man, like it's just not the same with my wife.
But he can start to fall. No, but men won't fall in love.
Nah. Not with a robot, bro.
Just use it to like.
Oh, I don't know.
Get his rocks off.
I don't know. These niggas is wild out here, bro. I don't know.
Maybe because you just use it to get your rock, like just to go get top and then go back.
That's what I'm saying.
Because a man. If he has sightings, he doesn't love those. Some do fall in love, but like he was gonna cheat on you anyway.
Yeah,
right? He was gonna cheat. But there's some who genuinely love their ting. Yeah. But like, that's why you see people like Akon, he's I don't know. Again, dealing with many women that's different because he does that. But like, if you just have one ting, but a man has like. Yeah. But it's just so hard.
Trying to get top nowadays is like trying to get a liver, bro.
Is it? You know what I'm saying?
It's like trying to get a liver, bro. Like, I feel like back in the day, it was a bit easier. Like, nowadays, it's like, oh, I read this meme, and I saw that, and, and woo-wapty bam, and there's all these, oh, man, it's wild. But, man, AI side piece, man, that might just be on the schedule, gang.
It actually might be.
That just might be on the schedule, fam. I ain't gonna lie, fam. I ain't gonna lie.
If a guy, like, what's the point of a guy, he'll probably go jerk off. Now he has the AI thing. If he's not
exactly, what's worse? What's worse? All right, what's worse as a man, right? What would you look worse as a dude? A guy clapping a realistic life woman, or busting a nut to porn? What's
Watching
worse?
another man.
Exactly. I'd rather clap the robot. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do that. Like, I don't want to, I don't want to be that guy watching porn. I'd rather clap the robot. Like, yeah, whatever. You can judge it how you want to judge it. But it's still, for me, that's still better than busting a nut. You feel me? And I think that's where most men are going to get to. There's some dudes out there, like I be actually talking to some dudes, bro, and we have like deep, meaningful conversations. And they're like, bro, I think I'm too far gone. I say, what you mean? He's like, gang, like I really enjoy busting a nut than dealing with a, you feel what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, bro. Some guys are so, bro, if you think about it, bro, like it's social media, like we've become addicted. Like some guys, they watching this shit every night, bro. You feel me? I'm going to keep it 100, fam. I used to watch a lot of porn. I'm going to keep it real, But as I got to that 30, I was like, nah, I knew I had to get rid of it because I knew that it's one of those things that if you don't get rid of it, it's going to stick with you for...
Even then when you're married.
Yeah, 40, 50. Because, bro, I actually started getting insecure. I was like, man, am I twisted? Like, I started going on, like, Reddits and, reading little things. And then that's really what made me quit because I saw these, bro. I was like, bro, there is like 50-year-olds with kids, children, grown men, and they're writing paragraphs like, man, I wake up, it's like I have to do it. And then at work, I take a break, and then I have to go, and then I have to do it. And then he's just like, it just doesn't work. My wife doesn't want to do this, and it just doesn't work. So if you're telling me a robot, and this is a big problem with a lot of men, fam. So you got to think, like, if these robots come into place, why wouldn't every guy that's going through that just cop a robot?
I mean, like, if you think about it as a man, scientifically, I would rather get a robot scientifically than play with my hands.
Yeah, facts.
Scientifically, I would rather get a robot who's like a woman giving me top.
Yeah.
Even if I do judge myself, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I can live with the consequences with a robot. But like, as a man, to look at yourself in the mirror.
In the mirror, yeah, that guilt. Like, you're not gonna feel that guilt no more. You know that guilt.
Yeah.
You know that guilt you used to feel.
You still might feel a little bit,
but it ain't gonna be like
it's like a robot. Like this, it's not a real person.
It's like,
But you know what? Like shit, like it looked real. It felt real.
Shit, yeah, that shit was good
better than playing with my hand. Like imagine I'm actually touching those.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah, type shit.
Especially if but can they make an AI body? Like if they can make an AI body, that's crazy. Think about it. Like the human dies. I'm like,
bro, I'm gonna send you some shit. I got some. I'm gonna send you some.
Like that. That's crazy. That means now the only women who will also stand out are the ones who are superb. Like if you're a you're the only one who will survive that.
Yeah.
Because a man's always like, there ain't nothing better than like when that's real, the body is real.
That's real, yeah.
Like there's a different.
Yeah. Like, because you got to look at the transformation and what are humans known for most? Evolution, right? So just look at the evolution. If you think AI women aren't going to be a thing, just look at the evolution. We went from like primal women to civilized women. Okay, to classy women, to not so classy women, to thick bodies, to natural bodies, to BBLs. What's next?
AI.
Robots. Because we always going for the evolution. Like that's one thing we're always doing as human beings. Like we're so greedy as a race, we're never gonna accept. So our downfall, they say, what created society and humanity is also going to be the same thing as our downfall. And that is the fact of two things, that we like to adapt and evolve. Like that's something that's engineered in us. And we also like convenience. So those two things, which is, it's such a beautiful paradox, bro, like of humanity. Like the two things that actually drove us and that built us are the two things that are going to destroy us. Because we will never stop. It doesn't matter. We always want that inconvenience. That's what we're talking about. McDonald's AI. Like, yeah, we're going to be like, man, that sucks. The niggas ain't going, but hey, this is quicker for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to sit in traffic. All right, hey, you lost your, as you were saying the other day about the Rutos and stuff. You were like, oh, yeah, well, hey, I got money. You guys are suffering, but convenience. You see? And then adapting. We always want to adapt because adapting is progression. So,
yeah,
that's where we're headed, man.
And that's why even me, like, I think to myself, I'm always thinking, how am I going to be replaced? Right? Why would someone want to pay me this money when maybe you could plug into an AI? Like, I've been thinking about, like, even an editor. you know, you give everything to the AI. And I told my editors, I was like, would I still need you? I literally told them on a call, do you think I would need you if I can tell the AI what to do, how to edit it in the style the one said, and it can spit it out to me quicker? Thumbnails, I don't have to wait for them. I just have it now. You're going to be replaced. People, you know, so it's like, it's evolution. Big industries, big people go falling down. AI, automation, like, look at what AI is doing. Sales teams, bro, it's cloning people. Like, think about that. Imagine having now you don't need sales team. Imagine if you can have AI to clone.
Yeah, they've already got like real basic, like an AI appointment setters. So they've already got AI appointment setters, right? So someone, so that's already destroyed the goodbye for appointment setters, right? You guys have got 12 months max left in this shit. Facts. All your appointment setters, find a new joint. So they've got this appointment, AI set appointment. Like, that girl was telling me about it. She was like, yeah, the AI does this and it sounds like human. I was like, oh man, appointment setters are smoked, right? And then I said, because she's in the AI industry, and I said, so how long until oh no, sorry. I arrogantly said, I was like, well, y'all ain't, y'all are a minute away from the AI closing agents. And then she goes, I guarantee you that is gonna be within the next decade.
Closing.
A closer. So like a sales closing agent that sounds like a human being, that is more because what she said is one thing which was crazy. I've never thought of that. She said, we don't mind telling our clients that it's AI. The program you show me. She goes, no, we want them to know the chatbot's AI. Like, we tell them it's AI, but it's an AI that has a human touch. So this is going to be convenient for you. You see what I'm saying? Because I realized the point, that's not the point. It's just, we want, it's AI, but like I said, it's an AI thing, but does it feel real?
You can deal with it. Like when they sent me a text, I registered, I did a thing, it sends me, like, I could deal with it because I know I can ask it anything. Yeah. It's like my own, you can ask it. So exactly, that's so true, bro. And sales also becomes a science. Like, when you're closing, the AI will just listen to what the person's saying. Everything's being recorded. So it's like everything's recording. It's listening to what the person's saying. And then it's just giving the person solution, solves it, puts it back to the company. And the person will be like, and he'll be like, you know, maybe I should talk to my wife about it. They'll be like, why do you need to talk to your wife?
You would never be able to. That would give you a billion objection handles. He would never just be satisfied. Imagine the AI sales agent, like closing.
Yeah, I think that'd be genius.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine the objection handles he's going to throw at you.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be like, why do you need to speak to your wife? You seem to like it. And, you know, but I was like, oh, yeah, you got a point. You got a point, chat.
Do you remember on 12th? Do you remember the 12th of June, 3:30 p.m.? Be like, yeah. Like, your blood pressure was at 24 that day. That's the lowest it's been in 12 years. That was because you were using our product that day. We have all the data. I was like, oh, man, are you serious? Man, what?
Yeah.
Come on, gang.
Or like, look, you know, your blood pressure was down, and that's because your wife wasn't home. So like,
oh man,
you know, or what would she say if like, is your wife going to stop you if you come and tell her that you've made 200 grand from this product? Be like, oh yeah, you got a point. You know what? Let me take, But I think the sales agent, even if they're going to do a 2-step process, like, think about how much money you're saving.
Yeah.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.